Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. We're gonna do a Q&A get to know me today. I'm really excited. A few days ago I asked you guys on my Instagram to send in your questions about me, uni life, life in the Netherlands, whatever you want to know about me. I got a lot of questions, which is so cool. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. Makes me really happy. Let's get into these questions. How old are you? I'm 24. My birthday is the 3rd of March, which makes me a Pisces. Some of you asked what I'm studying and more specifically which track I'm doing. I'm doing a Master's Environment and Society Studies at Radboud University in Nijmegen. I did a pre-master program last year. This year I'm doing my master and we have 4 tracks: corporate social responsibility, sustainable cities, local environment, something like that. European level, I don't know what the track is called. I am doing the global environment and sustainability track. I really wanted to do my internship abroad and there was a possibility with the global track. Unfortunately that didn't happen because of COVID, but I love the global track. What is your MBTI profile? An INFJ T, which is introverted, energized by quiet time alone, definitely me, intuitive, see patterns and possibilities, feeling, prioritize people and emotions, and judging, prefers structure and order. Also the T, a high sensibility, have self-doubt, highly sensitive. I'm also a Pisces, like I said, and this just really fits my personality. So yeah. Where were you born? Best places in Nijmegen and countries you would like to visit. I was born here in the Netherlands in a small village town called Veghel, and then I moved to Den Bosch for my bachelor's and now I live in Nijmegen. Best places in Nijmegen. I think I'm gonna do a fun video about Nijmegen. We are still not completely out of lockdown and I think it would be nice to do that as a video when everything's open again. But favorite places, we love to go to Waalstrand, which is our city beach. The Ooipolder is a very pretty nature area. I like Kronenburger Park. I love to go to the market near Valkhof Park on Saturdays. How do you stay so motivated all the time? I am not motivated all the time. I try to be. I think the thing is with me is that I'm very structured and organized. So I really make plannings, I make checklists, because you can check off every time you do something, even if it's just a small little task. It makes you feel accomplished. But I'm not motivated all the time at all. I have good days and bad days. I'm just doing a lot of things in my life that I really love and that I really feel passionate about. So my master's and my internship, what I'm doing for my research, it's really my passion. YouTube is also something that I just love to do. I feel really motivated to do it because those are just, yeah, the things I love to do most. So that really helps for me. Which qualities do you love most and least about yourself? Hard question. What I like most about myself is that I think I'm a really caring person. I just like to take care of my family, my friends. I think, yeah, I am very sensitive to their emotions. I want best for the people I love most in my life, so I think that's a good quality. And what I love least about myself, I think I'm over controlling sometimes. I want to control everything that I can. I tend to be a little bit obsessive sometimes with things, for example with health, with uni life. My parents and my friends really, they warn me like, Iris, slow down, relax a little bit more often. So I'm trying to say yes to more things and to do more spontaneous things, kind of letting go a little bit more often, which is definitely hard for me, but I think I'm really growing in that sense. So yeah. Favorite movies, series, books? Well, favorite movies, very easy question to answer. I love Harry Potter. Favorite books? Well, no, just kidding. I read this one recently, but I'm trying to learn French, so I have a Harry Potter book in French. But I don't really read as much as I wish I would have. I don't really have favorite books because I don't think I read enough to answer that question. And then favorite series. Ooh, I watched How I Met Your Mother, I think 3 times. I like to watch Friends every once in a while. Also The Queen's Gambit, absolutely loved it. Peaky Blinders, obsessed. I love Thomas Shelby. I can't really think of anything right now. Why did you start a YouTube channel? Well, I always like to make after movies from my trips. I always loved film and photography. When I did my bachelor's, I went to do my Erasmus in Liège in Belgium. I always wanted to start a YouTube channel, I think even in high school already, but I was just too afraid to do it. But then I went to Liège for my Erasmus and I didn't really know anyone there, so I thought, you know what, this is the perfect time to do it. So I started vlogging to make some memories and to have those videos somewhere. I still have them. Then went back to the Netherlands, thought it was too awkward to film, and then 2 years later, I think, I had my gap year. David and I went to Australia together and I started filming there again for the memories, and because I just didn't really know anyone there, so it wasn't embarrassing for me to film. And then when I came back, stopped again. And then I think around this time last year we were on lockdown and I was like, no, I really want to do it. It makes me happy. I love editing. I love filming. It makes me feel creative. So I'm just gonna do this, and this is what I want. Fuck it, what anyone thinks. Still took me some time to make it public and to post about it on Instagram because I just thought that people were gonna make fun of me. But yeah, that's why I did it. I love it and it makes me really happy. I'm so grateful for you guys. Also, someone asked advice you would give to your younger self. Well, just do whatever the fuck you want, because this is the only life you're gonna get. You deserve to live your dream life. Everyone deserves it. If you look at someone else and you're like, oh, they're really living my dream life, well, start living your own dream life. And I know that I come from a privileged position. I grew up in a safe and good environment, but I still think that you need to make decisions in your life and decide that you're gonna do whatever you want and whatever makes you happy, because you are the only person that can make you happy in the end. Of course, it's really important that you have good people around you, but if you don't make yourself happy, no one else will. So that's my biggest advice to my younger self, but also to you guys. Best and worst part of living on your own. Best part, I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, and I just love being by myself so much. As I said before, I'm an introvert, so I love being by myself actually. Worst part, I have a split personality, but being alone all the time. I lived with roommates for years before moving into my studio apartment a few weeks ago, and the first few days when I came home, it was really quiet and I really had to get used to it. It was just weird that there was no one to talk to. And then recently my rabbit Harry moved in with me, so I talk to him now. Do you ever experience imposter syndrome? Yes, I do. Yeah, quite a lot actually. I think most recently regarding my internship. If you didn't know, I'm doing an internship at WWF. That was my dream internship. Sometimes I just don't feel like I deserve it or that I'm not working hard enough. But I think it's really normal to experience imposter syndrome. It's not nice though, and just know that you deserve everything you have in your life. The good things though, not the bad things. And a lot of you guys ask goals, big dreams, what I want to do after I graduate uni. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, I'm doing an internship right now. If they ask me to stay, I will stay. I would really love to stay at WWF. I don't know if it will happen because obviously with COVID it's just hard to find a job right now. Someone also asked, do you ever want to live abroad? So I lived abroad 2 times already. Like I said, I lived in Liège for 6 months, and then David and I traveled and lived in Brisbane for 3 months, then traveled around Australia and Fiji for the remaining 3 months. And I loved it. I want to see so much more of the world. I would love to live in Australia. Honestly, I really want to go back. So hopefully, but with COVID it's just really hard and I don't really know what's gonna happen. I think I should go looking for jobs soon, but I just really don't know what I want. I want to continue YouTube, that's for sure. Also, I think just the whole pandemic is making it so hard to create future plans. I just try to live day by day, basically. Moving on to questions about life in the Netherlands and studying in the Netherlands, tips I have for you guys. If you think about moving to the Netherlands and you want to do like a master's or just about studying abroad here, I would definitely check out the student housing associations. I think pretty much every city and university has this. In Nijmegen it's called SSHN. I will link the website down below. They have a lot of student housing, but also studios. And then also I would recommend looking for Facebook groups, because a lot of the people, like Dutch people, get their houses on Facebook. So I will also link the ones for Nijmegen down below if you want to check it out. Which city is the best to live in is hard to answer, because I only lived in Den Bosch, Nijmegen and Veghel, where I grew up. Den Bosch and Nijmegen it's just really different. I always said I wanted to grow old in Den Bosch. Still really love the city, but I love Nijmegen way more. People are a lot more open-minded. There's this really cool vibe here. I think there's a lot more diversity than in Den Bosch. I just think it's such an alive city. There's a lot going on here. Also really like Breda, Amsterdam, but I wouldn't really want to live there. Maastricht. I had to pee, but I'm back. Okay. My mom asks, are you wearing a new hoodie? Yes, I am, Mom. And then there was a question, where do you prefer to buy your clothes? I try to buy as much as I can secondhand. So I like to use Vinted, try to go to thrift stores. We don't have a lot of good thrift stores here in Nijmegen. Yeah, that makes it definitely harder, because I prefer to try things on. And when I do buy new stuff, for example this hoodie, I try to buy from ethical brands. So this brand is called Afens or Afens, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. That's where I try to buy my clothes. Then there were some questions about veganism. So first question, why did you become vegan? One of my main reasons was actually the environment and just my own health. And then animal well-being, I hate to say right now, but that was like the least triggering factor back then. But right now, animal well-being and the environment is to me the most important thing, and what keeps me motivated to stay vegan. Of course, I still care about my own health, but I don't think it will hurt your health. I don't think it's unhealthy to eat animal products every once in a while. Then, is vegan food easily available in the Netherlands? I think it's pretty good here. I think it's really a good place to be vegan. We have a very, very big vegan plant-based section in the supermarket. And then when I started as vegan, because I've been vegan for 3.5 years now, going out for dinner was not fun, going to restaurants, because back then you would be lucky if they had a vegetarian option. More recently, especially in a city like Nijmegen, there's a lot of restaurants that have vegan options, even fully vegan cafes and bars. Depends on the city and where you live. Tips for a healthy relationship with food, how to deal with stupid health and diet tips. I definitely haven't always had the best relationship with food, and I think it all started during puberty for me. I was always very sporty, fit when I was younger. As a kid, I grew up playing a lot of tennis, and then when I was about, I think 13 or 14, I stopped. And then during puberty, I started drinking, partying, eating a lot, stopped working out. I didn't work out for years during high school, I think, so I gained a lot of weight. I just really developed this very unhealthy relationship with food. Then going vegan really helped me, because I just started eating a lot more fruits and vegetables, and I don't know, it just felt so much better. I started working out more, and I remember when a lot of people on the internet started intermittent fasting, and I was like, oh, maybe I should do it too, because it has a lot of health benefits and everyone's talking about it. So I tried doing it, and if you don't know what intermittent fasting is, it doesn't matter when you do it, but I think you eat for 6 hours and then fast for the remaining 18, something like that. I couldn't do it because I need breakfast. I need breakfast first thing in the morning. I cannot skip meals. That's just not, it doesn't work for me. And then I felt bad because I was like, oh, I'm so hungry, but I need to fast for another 2 hours. It's so unhealthy. And then I realized, oh my god, this is just not for me. I should just listen to my body, eat whenever I'm hungry, eat as much as I want when I'm hungry. And my tips would be to try not to let it affect you how much or how little another person is eating, because every body is different, and you just need to eat whatever feels right to you and whatever makes you feel happy and energized. So yeah, I hope that was somewhat helpful. Then, would you raise your children vegan? That's a hard question, because I don't really know what to do yet. I am glad that I don't want any children anytime soon. I would raise them vegan, as in if they go to a birthday party or something or go to school, I am not gonna tell them that they are not allowed to eat the birthday cake. When we talk about relationship with foods, I think that's not the message you want to give. I would always just try to let them know and explain why I don't eat animal products. But if they want to make a different decision, then of course they're free to do so. And then how did your friends, family, boyfriend react to you becoming vegan? My parents were concerned at first. I think they really wanted me to prove to them that I got all of my nutrients and that it wouldn't be dangerous. But this is 3.5 years ago. I think a lot has changed now and people kind of realize that eating a plant-based diet is really healthy and is a sustainable diet. Also, David stopped eating meat 2.5 years ago, so he's really chill. And then my friends, most of them are actually vegan, which I don't think is a coincidence, because I don't know, we all just really care for the environment because of our masters, so a lot of them are mostly plant-based. Alright, I think I covered most of the questions. I have such a dry throat from talking, but I really enjoyed doing this. I am not a good talker, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you stayed until this point, I want you to know that you guys mean the world to me. I love you so much. I'm really grateful for this and for you, so let me know if you want me to do more of these kind of videos. I hope you're all having a great day. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.